Welcome to the Clock Gaming Network review of Wolfenstein: The New Order. This is the 8th Wolfenstein game in the series, which started way back in 1981, and that was the Castle Wolfenstein, which was released by New Software. That was actually quite an unusual little platform style game. Now, this is the first game written by Machine Games, who members of previously worked on The Darkness, which was released in 2007, and the Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay in 2004. New Order is set in an alternative time universe where the Nazis won World War II after a tactical nuclear strike on the United States. Now, the majority of the story is actually set in the 1960s, where the Nazis have advanced weaponry like mechs, cyborg dogs, lasers, and things like that you wouldn't actually see nowadays, obviously. Now, enough talking about the background of the game. It's time to really get down to the important stuff. First of all, I think the best place to start is going to be the graphics. It's a stunning looking game. I mean, I don't think it really pushes the new systems particularly hard, but the frame rates are pretty solid. I don't remember seeing any glitches where it slows down at all. It is pretty solid. There's a good variety of weapons, from pistols, SMGs, carbines, grenades, shotguns, DMR and sniper rifles, to a bizarre blowtorch type weapon which is similar vein to the gravity gun from Half-Life. Now for the conclusion. Now I'm going to give you the positives and the negatives of this game. I'm going to start with the positives. It's got a solid frame rate. I'm assuming it's going to be something like 60 frames a second. The graphics are really sharp as well, apart from the odd textures where they look a bit low resolutions, and I'm assuming that it's running natively at 1080p. It's got a good soundtrack as well, with some interesting songs that have been reworked. So you've got bands that I'd imagine they're supposed to be the Beatles, but they're done in German, and they've changed it to a slightly creepy sort of theme as well, and just so it fits in with the Wolfenstein universe. Now for the negatives. I think the game can be quite buggy. I mean, there have been times when I've killed people and it just seems to have freaked out and gone a little bit mental. Like I mentioned before, I think the weapons sound a little bit soft, lacking a bit of punch, make them sound like a heavy, sort of, like they're going to do a lot of damage type thing. And the AI can be a little bit thick at times as well, but again, that could be playing on a lower level. And as I mentioned previously, the graphics, there's still the odd low resolution textures there, which kind of spoils the immersion within the game. But I mean, it doesn't take away from the fact that it is still a very, very good game. I would rate this highly. I would recommend buying it if you're a fan of the Wolfenstein theme, and also you'd love a bit of Nazi killing as well. You can't really go wrong there.